everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina Marie Agdarian. I am the author of The Letters in the Old House, available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. I will have a link to purchase the book in the description below. So today is another episode of Book Talk, where I talk about a book that I recently read, what I liked, what I didn't like, and ultimately help you determine if you would like to read this book. So today we are talking about Whale Fall by Elizabeth O'Connor. Now, admittedly, this is not a book that I would typically pick up just because I really enjoy thrillers. As you can see, a lot of my videos are about thriller books or mysteries and some chick lit as well. But this is a story about a young woman named, and I apologize if I mispronounce the names or any of the words because it's supposed to take place in Wales and I'm not fluent in the pronunciation, but a young woman named Manod, M-A-N-O-D, and she's 18 years old and she lives on a remote island in Wales off the coast of England. And the island is very, very remote, like it's almost primitive in a way. It takes place in 1938, so they're kind of behind the times in terms of dress, in terms of amenities that they have on the island. It's a very, very simple life, and everybody fishes, and a whale comes onto the shore, a dead whale. So people are very interested in this whale. Some people think it's an omen of some sort. And then these two English people come from the mainland in England, and they're very well dressed, very well educated, and they want to learn about the lives of these people who live on this island. And it's a very low population, and there's really not a lot of opportunity outside of fishing, and even that, there's sometimes not a lot of opportunity there in the colder months. So they want to learn and understand, or so Manod thinks, what their life is about. So you understand kind of how they come to exploit the people of that island. They are not necessarily looking for a documentation or an accurate representation of their lives, but rather to kind of sensationalize. And Manod starts realizing that. You learn about her younger sister, Linos, I think is how you pronounce it. And she's a bit younger. Manod's mother has passed away. Her father is their primary caretaker, or has been their primary caretaker within this story. She does call him Tad, and at first I thought she was calling him by his first name, and then I realized that that's probably in their language the word for dad or father, so that was a little bit confusing. So the book itself, like the writing, is exquisite. There were a lot of reviews on Goodreads that I very much agree with, where it says that this author chose her words very carefully. Every word counts, and she really says a lot by saying very little. And that's really hard to accomplish. As a writer myself, I know I use a lot of words for different things. I talk a lot. This woman was able to just pick the best words for what she wanted to say without oversaying something. So the prose is beautiful. It's really just exquisitely written. The story itself, this is not a book you're going to pick up and say, oh wow, I can't wait until later when I get to read this book more, or tonight when I get to lay in bed and read. It's not that kind of book. At least for me, it wasn't. It is something that's well written, well researched. She did a lot of research before writing this book, so she did not go into it blindly. But the story itself, while it is a story of exploitation and kind of just comparing lives of people who live in different areas, it's not going to really, for me, again, it didn't really hook me. Again, beautiful writing, just not a super engaging story in terms of being a page turner. But I think this author did an amazing job for what the subject matter is. I think she did an amazing job writing the book. I think she did an amazing job with her prose. Just not something that I would recommend to somebody if they're looking for a book to really dive into and feel like cozy with. It's just, this isn't that book. So Whalefall by Elizabeth O'Connor. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this book, what you liked, what you didn't like. And as always, guys, happy reading.